Good morning, everybody. So today we're week 2. This is Thursday. This is the first video. I'm hoping of only 2, possibly 3 or more. And today we're going to be going over compositions, specifically compositions of translations and reflections. And there's another term we're going to use for that. So I just didn't want to introduce it right now. So we'll come up with that in a little bit. So you see 2 letter E's right here on my paper, and that's actually going to start me off with our first question. So instead of, doing a little bit of a video and then having a question, yeah, I know it's zooming. I'm going to start out with one. So number 1, what type of transformation did I use here? So what type of transformation did I use to get from this here to this here? Okay, so I'm just going to write this down as pre-image, and image. So what did I do to get my pre-image to my image? Go ahead and pause and see if you can just go ahead and write that down really quick. Okay, so I'm assuming you paused. Now I'm going to show you what I actually did to get from here to here. So let's see, this is 4 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 in length, 2 in length, 2 in length. Then let me go 1, 2 out here and draw a line. That's L. Then I'm going to go 1, 2 in length and start my E again, 2 in length, 4, 2 in length, 2 in length, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, and draw another line of reflection. I'm going to call this one line M. And 1, 2 in length, 4 in length, 2 in length, and 2 in length. So in reality what I did here is I actually used 2 reflections to make something that looks like a single translation. So in other words, one of the things that we can do is, we can use multiple, that's not an M, that's an M with an extra, multiple transformations and I'm going to do this here because I'm going to have another word for that, to simulate other transformations. And the other word we can use here is a composition, or an isometry. And I'm actually going to go ahead and make these videos, I think, shorter and just more numerous. Let me zoom out a little bit. So I'm actually going to try something a little bit different today. I know what I said at the beginning, but I'm going to try and do more shorter videos, okay? At least today, to see how that works. And so what I'm going to finish on is our first theorem. And we're going to call it 9.1 because we're going to be bouncing around in the curriculum, and it's just easier for me to keep track of it from where it came from, at least the verbiage that I'm using. So we're going to call this theorem 9.1. And this states that a translation or rotation is a composition. In this sense, it's talking about multiple transformations, not an isometry, of two reflections. So in other words, you can pretty much take any two reflections and come up with a translation like I did here, or come up with a rotation.